Pet peeve, Bobby.
Alright, kids. Are we live? Live. Come on! Work, you gay toad. Okay. Yep, we're certainly live right now. Alright, everybody, welcome to another... Is my mic too loud? I don't know. Well, everybody, welcome to another edition of the Vucko's Cabin podcast. So yeah, this is week 3 of the season, and glad to have all of you joining us tonight. Um, and yeah, so this weekend, or this week, we're not going to have any special guests because, well, reasons. We'll try to get one on for the next podcast. But anyways, today it's just going to be me, Fish, and Creason talking about NASCAR. I mean, what else is there? Um, so before we're going to start anything, let's go straight to our opinions on Homestead. Pretty much just a past, like, weekend. So, I'm gonna start. Actually, you know what? One of you start this week.
All right, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
go
ahead
for it.
and start off the podcast by saying hope everyone's doing well. But um, my my initial reaction to Homestead was I didn't really watch the Xfinity race because I really didn't. I was just doing something else and I didn't really get to watch it. But I watched like the last half of it and where Noah Gragson just decided to. Well, actually, David Starter just decided to hit the wall and just Noah Gragson decided to run into him. But that was the only really exciting part of the race that I saw. But congratulations to who was it? Who was it again? I forgot. Who got the win? Uh,
Myatt Snyder.
yeah, Myatt Snyder. Myatt Snyder. Congratulations to him. Sorry I forgot your name because I didn't really watch the race. Also, Cup race was actually pretty good. Good shit by Roush Fenway. I'm just gonna say that right now. Good job to Roush Fenway for producing your race car for that track. Chris Buescher finished P1 in the first stage. Last time he did that was in Talladega fall 2020 when but that was also a plate track where anyone could do anything they wanted to, and if they wanted to kill the entire field they could have. But that's against the point. So congratulations to William Byron for getting his second Cup win. That was certainly a nice moment. So we now have Michael McDowell, Christopher Bell, and William Byron in the playoffs, with Michael McDowell getting a top 10 in all three of his starts. I mean, if he continues that trend, I'm going to see him winning and maybe another race this year, little, maybe not two, but maybe one. But I think he's going to do, if he keeps his trend going, I like to see him in the playoffs and even have him win a championship, which that's a hot take, but that's that's my opinions on Homestead. I thought it was a very good race overall. Um, the second stage was actually also given to William Byron. Well, not given; he actually earned it. He raced for it, but it was a very nice race overall. I enjoyed it. Cruz, if you want to go and take it from here.
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead. Let me just get out of right off the bat. I didn't watch the Xfinity race, but the Cup race. Where do I even start? Chris Ross Fenway definitely made some improvements this year, and it really showed off with Ryan Newman finishing in the top 10 and Chris Buescher. Who would have guessed him winning a stage? We've been for many, probably we've predicted that Roush Fenway would have like another slump season compared to last year, but no, they've actually pretty improved over the offseason, which is surprising, giving Chris Buescher and Ryan Newman good cars for Homestead, and it really showed off. And Chris Buescher was the man of the first half of the race. Second half of the race, William Byron, he deserved that win. No Mickey Mouse win type of shit. Well, sorry for the swear word, but you get the point. William Byron, congratulations, my man. You deserve the win. But good shit, Ross Fenway. I would like to see you carry on that progress over to Las Vegas. Co, off to you.
Creason, I'm pretty sure that William Byron thing is gonna get you a notification on your phone saying, redacted word would like to know your location. But, Yeah, the race was pretty okay. The Xfinity race I'm talking about, it was okay. We got a pretty good winner, and then everybody just started memeing a bad Carnation meme that's been overused, which is that dumb Easter Island Moai I had. We've seen it so many times. Game of meme because Maya Schneider won. Fuck my life. Anyways, Cup race. Holy smokes, that was actually pretty fun. I was expecting it to be another Denny Hamlin type win domination from one driver. I was really wrong. I didn't expect William Byron to even win in the first place. I didn't even have him in my fantasy. Chris Buescher had a great race. I'm not going to say anything about RFR yet because I don't really know where they're going to be for the rest of the season. I never like to judge things far too early, but that race was definitely a really good race. Yeah, the Penske car sort of dominated till the end. Ford had a really good race until the Chevys just sort of took over. Tyler Reddick, really good finish for him, and yeah, it was a pretty good race. So that's pretty much it on our thoughts for Homestead. So what are we gonna move on to now? We're gonna move on to our opinions on the track itself, Homestead. So I've seen a lot of people saying that Homestead should be the title race, the championship for race, whatever you call it. Um, and I definitely agree with that. I think it should always be the championship race. With it being in Miami, it gives it kind of like a crown jewel type atmosphere. I've seen a lot of great things about the track, and honestly, the racing is far better than Phoenix for a title race, and I think it'd be really cool if they could move it back. But I want to hear your opinions on it, guys.
I agree with you there. I actually think that we should keep it as title race, even though I really didn't. I haven't seen it as a title race, but the race last year and the race this year proved that it should be a title race, which I think, like Homestead, it's like you said, it seems like a crown jewel because they've had that race. I don't know when they changed it from Atlanta, but after the Winston Cup. But I've seen it. It was based off the radioactives off the past few seasons. I think it's a very good track to have the um have a championship race at because Jimmy Johnson got his seventh championship there, and a lot of other people did too, obviously. With Joey Logano getting his in 2018, Martin Truex getting his 2017, and I honestly think that I think Phoenix was actually the title race for Phoenix was actually a pretty good race as well. Congrats to Chase Elliott there, but um, Phoenix, yeah, it's a good track, but I don't think it should be the title race. Mainly because if it's gonna say the title race for if Phoenix is gonna say the title race for like ton of seasons to come, that's fine. But I think it should be Homestead as well. So that's my opinion on it.
All right, so off to me here. All right, so let me start off with Phoenix being as a title race and my view on Homestead and why it should be the title race instead of Phoenix. So Phoenix, it isn't a multi-group track, which you automatic. Which if we're gonna run the high downforce, I think that's been the one that's been criticized a lot. Yeah, the high downforce setup. There's gonna be a lot of dirty air, and since it's not a multi-group track, you're basically gonna stall in the corners, which is gonna let the leader possibly fly away unless you have a pretty good engine, which Chase Elliott showed during that championship race there at Phoenix. And pretty much, I would basically say what's a track racing as what's a groove racing. I mean, should be the main thing about championship races because if the leader's right in the outside, you could still dig on the inside to gain more time, like Chris Buescher showed in that in last week's Homestead race. Homestead definitely could be a track that pretty much always gives entertainment, no matter what. There's going to be drivers running the heck out of the high lane, such as Tyler Reddick, Chase Briscoe, Noah Gragson. Who else? I think that's basically it. I think that's basically the drivers who run the high lane pretty well. Oh, Kyle Larson. Definitely him. But, like, the highlights championship race, Homestead could definitely be the thing that NASCAR needs right now. Because if it's looking for entertainment, sure, just switch Phoenix to the start of the season again. Probably give it. Yeah, Phoenix to the start of the season. Homestead to be the last race of the season. Because once again, multi-group track is going to produce a lot of natural entertainment. Not going to be any made-up drama. There's plenty of battles on the field too. So that's the one thing Fox or NBC could be focusing on during the championship race. So really, Homestead, just get back to the finale, man, please.
Alright, I should mention right now that I'm having some Wi-Fi issues and my thing is cutting out a lot. So I apologize in advance for that, and if the stream isn't really the best in quality, but who cares? We're still here. Um, okay, so we talked about that. Now there is one driver that I definitely want to talk about right now, and that's Matt DiBenedetto. He's having a disastrous start to the season. I mean, sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyways, yeah, he's had a horrific start. He's behind, like, a lot of bad drivers like Joey Gase, Josh Bilicki. He's behind all of them. He's had a disastrous start. He hasn't been picking up points like he did last year. And I'm honestly not sure how to explain it. It may just be that it's early days, but I do definitely think it has something to do with his having to focus on racing and also having to focus on finding a new ride. For next season, because we all know he's going to be out at Wood Brothers, which I think is a major, like, loss of confidence there. But I don't know. What do you guys think of D Burrito and his struggles?
I based off of his performances last year, I'm gonna backtrack just a little bit. He nearly got the win at Talladega. I bet that was oh, my cat's here. He nearly got the win at Talladega, coming second to Denny Hamlin, and he got disqualified because he forced Denny Hamlin below the yellow line. But at least I think. But that was a heartbreaking moment for him. Obviously, I wanted him to win because I really didn't want Denny Hamlin winning again. But he deserved every bit of that. Well, Matt Benedetto did. But then this season, I haven't really been focusing on him this season. I should be, but I hope he gets his ride back next year because he got signed back this year, and when you got a second chance, you should make good of your second chance. I know the Wood Brothers equipment is not the best, but it's not like rockets out there. But it's pretty good that he should at least be able to get one win a season for it. Not necessarily at a plate track, but at a maybe an intermediate track where he can pass in the corners. But that's the thing that I have about Matt Benedetto. I mean, he's a very nice guy because I see him get emotional. I saw him get emotional during the Bristol night race in 2019, and I saw that, and then I saw him get kind of emotional at the Talladega fall race. So that's how you know how badly he wants it. I know he's gonna have a field day once he gets his first win. I can see that right now, but it's not going to come unless his team steps up to the plate and hopefully um wins a race finally, or at least get a top five. Or they already did get a top five, but hopefully they get a win under their belt, and then hopefully that'll get them enough money to expand their equipment and do better in the upcoming seasons. So that's my opinion on Matt DiBenedetto. I can't pronounce his name right half the time, but it's all right. Kreesum, if you want to take over for that.
Yeah, sure. All right. So, based on Matt DiBenedetto's performance, I feel like Wood Brothers Racing has swapped down funding into like his 2021 car in order to fund for Austin Cindric's next gen ride next year. And I believe that's what's going on behind the scenes because once again, Matt DiBenedetto is underwhelming. He's behind Rick Racing and Jamie McMurray. Which he only raced at the Daytona 500. So I feel like the chances Matt Benedetto's gonna have is he's probably gonna step down to the Xfinity Series because I don't think there's gonna be that much seats available when 2022 comes. Brad Keselowski, I feel like he's probably gonna, I don't know, he's probably gonna get another year at Penske, or who knows? He's pretty positive about his seat right now. So that automatically limits Matt Benedetto to a 2. However, if 2311 Racing somehow gets a charter from one of the lower Chevy teams, like potentially Richard Petty Motorsports, I feel like Matt DiBenedetto might just be able to sneak into that 2311 Racing seat. But then again, I feel like he's gonna have to step down either to the Xfinity Series or the Truck Series to redeem himself, because it's not looking positive for Matt DiBenedetto right now. What drivers? Once again, I feel like they're reducing funding for Matt DiBenedetto in order to raise funding for Austin Cindric, because he's the future. He has one championship, I believe, probably two. I'm still gonna stick with one championship. Austin Cindric, he is the future. He will probably be the replacement for, like, I don't know, Joey Logano or Brad Keselowski. Who knows? So that's what I feel about, like, Matt DiBenedetto. I feel really bad for the guy because he's trying everything out the track. I don't think that the car is good enough, and because this is contract year, next year he won't have a seat thanks to Austin Cindric. I feel like his confidence is, like, lower than last season. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Matt DiBenedetto. Matt DiBenedetto, just outrun your equipment. Do what Ryan Preece has been doing. And yeah, off to you, Co.
Okay, thank you guys. So, I can definitely see them, like, dropping funding to get ready for the 2021 car. But here's the thing. The 2021 car is going to be far cheaper than normal cars if everything goes as planned. So, maybe they should put a bit of money into performance. But yeah, thank you guys for your opinions there. Anyways, what other news can we talk about? Oh yeah, so let's start off with Camping World and the Truck Series. Last night, one of the executives over at Camping World said, "Hey, you want to be to any truck teams?" And they said, "Hey, if you need sponsorship, like, we're open for that." And I'm hearing right now, looking at this article, that 7 teams have signed up. Um, in my personal opinion, this is a big move for the truck series, and I'm very glad it's happening because, like, a lot of those a lot of those trucks, like, hell, Sheldon Creed was the champion last year. He doesn't have any sponsorship. There are a lot of smaller teams like Norm Benning, um, Parker Kligerman, Timmy Hill, Jordan Anderson, even. A lot of them, they've been looking for sponsorship, and then Marcus Lemonis just comes in and shoots a big amount of money at these teams, and I'm very glad to see it. And yeah, what do you guys think of that?
I think the Camping World Truck Series, I think that's or the Camping World sponsorships. I think that's pretty cool for a lot of the teams that don't have a chance to get sponsored. You know, they're underfunded and they don't have a chance to have sponsors in their league or in their teams, I should say. Um, but there's also another thing I want to talk about with that. Uh, Jordan Anderson designing his own car. That's pretty cool for him to do. I wish a lot more drivers could do that. I mean, I know me and Creasman do paint cars, but I'm taking a break from that for a little bit. Um, but I think it's pretty cool that their track actually I think Trackhouse got a camper roll design as well, and I hope that looks pretty cool in the car. But that's my opinion on it. Creasman.
Alright. Yeah, I was just opening my phone to unmute my mic. Sorry about that. I like what Capitol's doing. Like, he's giving underfunded teams some money for sponsorship, because I feel like there's plenty of drivers in the truck series that deserve that sponsorship and need that extra lift in order to race at Las Vegas. I feel like Las Vegas is probably, like, a track that most drivers would be at their best, especially in the truck series. But, like, once again, man, I like what Campbell Wood is doing. But I really hope that the sponsors are being paid extra, and I actually
Yeah,
mean it. Because they're gonna have to.
yeah, I was talking about that. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a Camping World truck around on turn 4. Oh god, there's multiple Camping World truck cars. Which one are you?
The one in the RV.
Yep, we got. Oh gosh, we got another one in the hauler. Anyways, yeah, so that's really cool. Fish just brought up testing at Coda for Keselowski and Elliott. I don't really know much about how that went, so I'm gonna hand this one off to you guys.
So I was looking through Twitter at school today, and I saw that Keselowski and Chase Elliott was testing at Coda, and or NASCAR at Coda tweeted, "May I have this dance?" And they tagged Keselowski and Chase, and Keselowski said, and I quote, "It's different than a lot of road courses we go to. Very high speed. This section over here, you're 185 miles an hour, which is pretty fast, and then you slow down to 30. So 185 to 30, that's a heck of a ride. I know it would make my wife sick if she was riding with me. So this,
What?
I'm really, yeah,
What
okay,
wife?
okay,
Huh?
uh, okay, okay. So Coda is obviously one of the tracks on the F1 schedule, which I think that's a pretty cool track. And it going to NASCAR, I think it's gonna be pretty good as well. I'm really excited for that race. It's literally I think the Sunday after my school ends, so I'm very hyped for that race. And then yeah, you know what else happens, but and then hopefully I hope I really hope that's a good race. I'm trying to see where Chase Elliott gave his remarks of it. Um, so
Kind of. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Martin Truex Jr. also
yeah,
participated.
he also did. Yeah, he said, yeah, I just found that. Um, so Truex said of his first impressions, we have races like Pocono where we have 5 or 6 wide down the front stretch, and there's potential for that to happen at Coda. And he also said, I would say the start of this race would probably be pretty cool because you got that long front straightaway and it's very, very wide, and then you go into a very sharp, slow corner, which and that's gonna be pretty. That's kind of like Daytona Road Course, but on steroids, if you think about it. But that's what I want to talk. I'm gonna look up some more things that we could talk about possibly, and yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take over finish up with the Coda discussion. So yesterday, this somewhat has something to do with Coda. So yesterday, I decided to hook up my rig in order to test out the stock cars that Forza Motorsport 7 has at Coda. And I feel like the main thing that drivers are gonna have is locking their brakes on the first corner. Hit the heavy braking zone because they're coming right up after a long straight. So please do expect drivers overshooting that corner. But I can't wait to see what the too wide is gonna how too wide is gonna work around the S's because it gets pretty tough. And there might be a few drivers going off course, not just to avoid other drivers, not trying to scrap paint, get some aero damage. I also feel like natural road course racers like Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, Martin Truex Jr. I would also add in Brad Keselowski, uh, Kyle Busch, Michael McDowell, and all that. So I feel like drivers actually have to take care of their tires, their brakes, because ARCA brakes might be a thing in that race, and that's the one thing I'm concerned for the Coda race. But other than that, I can't wait to see it. It's probably going to be definitely a show. The cars were probably going to be skidding on ice if they lock their brakes or something like that. But yeah, off to you, Co. Next topic.
Okay, so so I don't know what else we had on the uh so we're just gonna talk about some other news that has come out in the last few days. So yeah, I'm gonna get into some of that right now. So the number 54 Ty Dillon will be sponsored by Toyota Service Centers with Mobile One, which I think is cool. Bubba Wallace released his number 23 Columbia scheme. I absolutely love it. It's all the colors and styles that I like. I'm gonna hand that one over to you guys. What do you think of Bubba's Columbia car?
I have actually not looked at that. I'm gonna go look that up
Hold
right
on, here,
now.
I'll send it in the group chat. One sec, fish. Oh wait, that's not the right link.
Okay.
That's not the right link.
Here,
Oh, hold on, I got it. Okay. Ha! Dang it! Okay. Come on, move! Alright, copy this stupid image.
Steering wheel. Come
Slide
on,
job!
move,
Slide job!
steering wheel.
okay,
That's not.
okay.
That's not.
So,
Okay.
Alright, hold on. Technical difficulties.
Can we get some intermission music, guys? Hello? Intermission music?
There, it's ending. Jesus Christ.
Okay, yeah. So that right off the bat, that car kind of reminds me of Chris Buescher's Fast and All racing car. That I like the Columbia on the right on the where can't speak, but the 23 that looks pretty nice where it is. But the nameplate looks great. I'm assuming this is the intermediate track setup, judging off the spoiler. But that scheme actually looks pretty nice. I with DoorDash and endurance on the side of it. Um,
Sorry, I was
that's
eating
actually pretty.
chips.
Do you mind? Okay, so with McDonald's, this is one of his main sponsors. I think Vucko is gonna want that car right because he hates
Vucko would
well, he
like
doesn't hate McDonald's.
Vucko would like to know your location.
I really like the paint scheme. Nothing really sticking out to me. Probably because I'm just now looking at it. But actually, one thing that's sticking out at me that door panel, the white stripes. I think that can go throughout the car. I think that can go all the way. But on the bottom at least, but on the top, I like it the way it is. That's my opinion on the scheme. If y'all want to say that,
Yes,
if y'all want to
okay.
take it away.
Grissom, you wanna say the funny?
Yes. So right off the bat, looking at the scheme, it's Vucko. Do you mind if you mute your mic real quick? Because we don't want to hear you eating your chips. So,
I'm
right off
done.
the bat, look at this car. Look at this car. It reminds me of one of those Bass Pro cars and the
What?
Black Rifle coffee cars. They instead of camouflage, like the blue fits in with black. Any color fits in with black. Pink and black, purple and black, white and black, red and black. Everything fits with black.
Bruh.
So, yes, that's true. The white stripes, they're pretty cool. I agree with Fish that they could be extended around the car, but I definitely like that detail. I also like that it's really Columbia. I feel like they paid extra to get like their logos more bigger compared to Bubba's other sponsors like DoorDash, Root Insurance, McDonald's, Dr. Pepper. So I think this is definitely gonna be a car that's definitely gonna be it's gonna look flashy on the track. I want to see how it looks under the lights because it's definitely gonna look beautiful.
It's
So
gonna,
yeah,
it's
that's
gonna,
my thoughts on the car.
yeah, the car's gonna make people come at night. Anyways, yeah. So what other news can I pull up from the wonderful Discord archive? Nothing.
I also want to discuss the team, the 6 teams that got penalized.
Oh, wait,
on
Fish,
Sunday.
wait, we have some other news. I want to discuss
Yeah.
first. Okay, so DoorDash the other
Okay.
day announced a multi-year deal to become an official partner of NASCAR, which I think is really good because food delivery services are absolutely skyrocketing right now, for obvious reasons. There's a little bug going around and people can't really go out to get food. But yeah, I love what DoorDash is doing for the sport, and yeah, it's very good to see them taking it a step up and or a step further and putting big money toward the sport. Opinions on that?
So
Yeah.
sorry to take a turn here, but I just wanted to say this right now. Hopefully now Carl Edwards will get his crackers.
Can I get a cheese it?
Okay, so like I said, yeah. Well, actually, I didn't say anything. DoorDash, I like what they're doing with the sport. Like Vucko said, brand new sponsorship for. Well, actually, no, not brand new, but new sponsorship for the 2311 team. I really hope DoorDash, during the red flags, I hope they ship them food. Hopefully they do. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty awesome to see just people, just the dashers just walking on the track while there's a red flag and people they're just eating Cheez-Its or something like Carl Edwards wanted, or dried mangoes if you prefer. But Yeah. So that's my opinion on it. I don't really have a whole lot to say about the DoorDash opinion or the DoorDash sponsorship, but I really like where that's headed. Creed, if you want to go ahead and take it from here, I have to go to the bathroom, so I'll be back right in a
All
sec.
right, so let me go ahead and bring in a new topic that I think Vucko's trying to avoid. Let's talk about the bot series and Gatorade Slurping Lab's performance during Charlotte. So Vucko, if you want to go ahead and talk about it, go ahead. I'll be good.
We did good!
I think that's all Vucko got to say. So right off the bat, the bot series race was pretty entertaining. Of course, the cautions really changed up strategy. Trump with an interesting strategy, entering in pretty early during the the lap during midway of the race, I believe, or late race. I'm not so sure, but it definitely paid off since they got a top 10 finish. Um, uh, but my goodness, man. Vucko, I think he got Vucko. Didn't you get P6? I think so.
I got
Meanwhile,
P8, you got P10. Gay.
oh yeah.
I got a DNF because I didn't race.
Very funny, very much a lot of comedy. Hell yeah.
Technically, you could say DNQ, but you know.
No, you just
Yeah,
did
fair.
not.
Yeah.
You were non-existent, so we're gonna call it an NON.
No way.
NA, not
Non.
applicable.
No, we're gonna call it Nani, non-existent. 'Cause- All right.
All right.
Y'all want to bring up the inspection thingy, unless I find something else to
Yeah.
find here. No, that's it. All right, go on, Fishy. That'll be it.
I'm gonna go ahead and list off all the penalties that were listed in the Cup Series and also in the Xfinity Series. There were 10 cars total, four in the Xfinity and 6 in the Cup Series. So 2 of the Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas were fined. On the NASCAR website, it's just saying fines, and then we have number 8 RCR. It was also penalized. Chase Elliott with crew chief Alan Gustafson was penalized. I don't think they say why. I think unsecured lug nut. Okay, and then we also have the number 41 of Cole Custer and the number 41 Stuart Haas Racing Ford with the crew chief Mike Shiplet. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And then we have the number 42 Chip Ganassi Racing Chevrolet.
Why does that name make me laugh so much? Shiplet.
I don't know. But then we also have Phil Surgeon with driver Ross Chastain, who was also fined. So there were 6 Cup teams that were fined this past weekend. And then the number 8 of Junior Motorsports, Josh Berry was penalized. Also, all these penalties are for loose or missing lug nuts.
And then the 23 just got. And then the 23 fucking died and got disqualified.
And then the number 16 of Collie Racing was also penalized with crew chief Jason Trincher. I don't know how that's pronounced. I apologize. And number 19 of Brandon Jones was also penalized. And number 51 of JCR was penalized. So that's all the 10 cars that were penalized.
Dude.
Xfinity crew chiefs were docked $5,000, and then crew chiefs for the Cup Series were docked $10,000. So that was all the penalties. I'll be covering all the penalties after on these podcasts. So hopefully I got all of them right. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. Also, I want to move on to the power rankings as well with Michael McDowell. I mentioned earlier in the podcast with him. Ryan Newman, he's season high is 20. I'm looking off the NASCAR website right now. So Ryan Preece -4, season high 15. So he's actually on a good. We've actually been me and Creason have been hyping him for the past couple of weeks now because he's been having a great performance. And then Michael McDowell +3. That's a pretty good stat. I hope I don't know, but that's Christopher Bell. Brad Keselowski -2, Kurt Busch +1, MTJ +1, Chase Elliott -2. Joey Logano has not been ranked yet, but those are all the power rankings. But most recent. I'm gonna go look most recent news that I can discuss.
Yeah,
Getting
that's
my
pretty much about
boy.
it. I didn't find
Yeah.
anything
So
else from my archive. So that's pretty much it for the podcast, unless you guys have anything to say.
well, yeah. So yesterday I released a thing on my Twitter. I didn't really plan this, but yesterday I released a thing on my Twitter saying about some. I know this. Yeah.
Let's
Somebody.
not talk about it, please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's not talk about that.
yeah,
You guys,
let's not
Yeah.
plug because plugging is
yeah. Okay.
plugging is for bad boys.
I'm just.
Actually,
I'm
I'm
just saying.
anyways, yeah. So thank you guys for
alright.
coming
I
out.
have some closing. I have some closing remarks.
All right, go on. Oh my shit!
Make sure you tune into the Bristol finale for the Bond series. This Friday, I believe, if it doesn't get postponed, because Vucko's running there. I believe we're gonna be using.
All right, that's enough plugging. Anyways, yeah. So that's pretty much gonna be it for this podcast. Thank you guys for coming out, and yeah, do go and watch the Bod Bristol. It's coming out on Friday, I hope. Anyways, yeah. So thank you guys for coming out, and yeah, thank you for seeing.
I just remembered this. Dogecoin is sponsoring their first car in years.
Right.
Okay,
yeah. Okay. See Parsons. Yeah, he's getting sponsored by Dogecoin. Anyways, yeah. That's gonna be it. Thank you guys for coming out, spending some time with us tonight, and yeah, have an awful evening. All right.